My name is Abby, and I'm a physician assistant student that just completed my clinical rotation here at Tepeyac OB/GYN. So in these 4 weeks that I spent here, I had the opportunity to work with each of the practitioners, including the physicians, as well as the nurse midwife, and I was able to sit in on all the appointments, listen to the discussions, help with the treatment plans even, and perform some of my own physicals and procedures, which was amazing. My time here was incredible. It was very inspiring, and I have a few things that I wanted to share with you all. So first, one of the most touching experiences that I had while here was working with Dr. Fisk, one of the physicians here. So we had a patient come in. She was about 12 weeks pregnant, and at that point, we performed what's called an OB physical. So it's basically a head-to-toe physical exam just to ensure that mom is healthy and in tip-top shape to continue with the pregnancy. So in doing so, part of that includes listening to fetal heart tones or listening to the heartbeat of the baby from the outside. So I had a little bit of difficulty finding the heartbeat, which could be expected at this stage, just depending on where the baby is. And after Dr. Fisk also had some difficulty, he made the decision to send the patient down the hallway to the in-house sonographer, where she was immediately able to take a look and kind of see what's going on from here. And unfortunately, the sonographer found that there was no fetal cardiac activity at that time, which means that the baby no longer had a heartbeat. So unfortunately, this individual had suffered a spontaneous abortion, otherwise known as a miscarriage. So from there, the sonographer placed the patient in an exam room, and Dr. Fisk and I came in, and I was able to observe Dr. Fisk really just taking the time to connect with the patient, fully explain everything that was going on, why it was happening, possibilities of what could have happened, and just really making sure that she understood what was happening at today's appointment. From there, he did an amazing job at explaining the different options for where to go from here. And just briefly, those include a medication route, a procedure route, or just kind of a sit and wait model to kind of see what the body does from here. And what I really got most out of this experience and this encounter was the fact that at the end of all of that, he fully answered any of her questions, her concerns, apologized that this happened to her, and just really acknowledged that this was a big loss and that it is a very traumatic experience. He also let her decide which route she wanted to go. He didn't press one certain route. He really just let her think about what was best for her, her body, her family, and the child that she had just lost. So that was absolutely incredible. And I think in such a horrible experience, that is exactly what a patient needs. They need the provider to take the time to explain all of that and to really be on their side and support them. So that was incredible. So the second thing happened again with Dr. Fisk. I spent a lot of time with him here in the office. And it was for a patient coming in for a wellness exam, so an annual exam every year just to kind of keep up with how they're doing. And in looking at her history in her chart, he noticed that she has had 2 miscarriages in the past. Now, she was here for a completely unrelated cause. She was here for an annual exam. And he took the time that as soon as he noticed that kind of history in her chart, he turned to her, made eye contact, and said that he was sorry for her loss, and acknowledged that she had that happen to her and how it was a terrible experience. That was very powerful to see. The patient was extremely receptive. She was so appreciative that he even took the time to acknowledge that. And some providers might be hesitant to do so because it is kind of an uncomfortable experience, traumatic also. And he just really made sure that she understood that he cared about her history and where to go from here and how to best take care of her as a patient. So that was another really great experience. Finally, something unique to this rotation that I experienced was the idea of NFP, or natural family planning. So basically, that's using different methods, models, and classes to provide contraception without using hormones. And what's great about it is that can either be used to help prevent or postpone a pregnancy from happening, or to help someone get pregnant. So it's great for anyone, for whatever stage that you're at. It was also something that we never learned about in school. Really, if a young woman comes in and says that she doesn't want to have kids, the first line is an oral contraceptive, which is a hormone therapy. So it was really great to know that there's alternatives for people, because some people might not want to use hormone therapy for a variety of reasons, and it was just really great to learn about an alternative for them. And I hope to continue to use that in my clinical experience in the future and have that option to give people if they're interested. So in summary, this rotation was amazing. I learned so much, and honestly, just being welcomed by all the staff and everything, I really felt like I was one of them for 4 weeks, which was very nice. And it was different in that I really, really saw all the compassion and caring nature that the providers put into each and every patient. They sat down with each patient, looked them in the eye, gave them the time of day to be able to really listen to their problems, answer all of their questions, and just make them feel heard, which is extremely important in the medical field. So, thank you so much.